Hello and welcome to the final episode of season 2 of the Sunny Views. For the last time, I'm your host Sofia, and today I'm joined by
Emily,
Manuel,
Edward,
Harry,
Richard.
Prem,
Ashaya,
Arena, Paula, and Rania.
Okay, so first of all, are we ready to graduate?
no
Yeah.
comment.
yes.
Yes.
Getting
Like
there.
you want to get out of here?
Yes, I want to get out of here.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we all agree.
Yeah, I want to skip the exams and go straight to
Yeah,
graduation.
me too.
No kidding. Like,
Yeah.
who wants to do exams here? Like,
Yeah.
hands up.
No one.
Not me.
I'm just ready to finish school and
Yeah,
graduate.
just get it over with, go to uni.
Mm-hmm.
How has year 13 been?
Short.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
it has
been the
felt short.
shortest year.
Last year felt a lot longer because it was a big change.
Definitely.
But this year,
I think last year felt really short, and then this year felt quite long for me.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed it way more than year 12.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Mhm. But
Because
it's
you know what
been
to
like
expect.
it's been like harder as well, because I feel like last year, I mean, like the exams were, I don't know, I guess like a bit easier because they were like the beginning of the thing. So like it was harder in the beginning of the year, but then by the end of the year it was easier. But then this year it was like hard in the beginning of the year, not as hard, but like it got harder as well. I mean, what do you think about that? Like the level.
Yeah, it depends on the topic because I do some insane subjects. So
Further
it's just hard all the way. Further maths, physics, chemistry, maths.
But also the gap between GCSE to AS was
That
a
was-
lot bigger
that
than
was-
from AS to
yeah.
A2.
Okay. What has been your best year at Sunnyview? Or at school, in school in general, because not everyone's been in Sunnyview that long.
I mean, I've only been here for year 12 and 13, and year 13's been the best from the two.
What, second best?
Probably year 12.
Okay, well, I've been here for year 11, year 12 and 13. And I'd say year 13's been the best as well. But overall, in like all my school years, maybe year 10 was probably the best.
I've been here since I was 3 years old. So I would definitely say kindergarten.
That's true.
Blissful, like ignorance. Like the worst thing I had to do is know how to spell the letter U. Like you had all the food you wanted, plenty of playtime. Hell, I even got a girlfriend. And when I was 3. So
Bring back
pretty good
golden
year.
time.
First and last.
I mean, I've been here since year 7. So probably around year 10 because everyone was here. A lot of people left after year 11. So it was a lot more lively in our year. I mean, year 12 and 13 have been nice.
Yeah. Do you guys in the audience have any like favorite year?
Well, when we were young, we used to have that golden time in year 6. That was amazing. We used to play football, like skip classes and do football. And like, remember that all our friends that went to other schools, they used to be here. So like bigger friend group. But these last few years, it was better, like good as well, more chiller because we had more free time.
Yeah, and like teachers actually treat you like an adult, not like a little kid.
I think that's one of the things that kids most like respect, to be treated like an adult. Yeah, so I think that's why year 13 was more chiller. The teachers see you different, yeah?
Yeah, because most people are adults.
Yeah.
The class also is smaller. So
Yeah.
it's more one-on-one time.
Yeah. Do you prefer the smaller classes, or would you prefer the bigger class?
Definitely small.
Definitely
Smaller.
smaller. Yeah. It's not that chaos of having 20 people in
Yeah.
a class.
I feel like it's much easier to learn when we have smaller classes because we're like a really small year group as well. So it's like definitely easier to learn and stuff, and you like know everyone. But then maybe like advantages of a big year group would be that you've got more like choices for friends. So there's like more like different kinds of people, if you know what I mean. So like I'm not saying like anyone here is bad, but like I'm just saying like it's different than when you have like a lot of friends. But like to learn is probably better like this.
You also make friends with the few people in your class. So you sort of make
Yeah.
friends you wouldn't have normally made.
Yeah, and you can be like a lot more confident as well.
I mean, having a smaller year group is also like way more chill because no one can afford really having beef with anyone. Like, imagine I have beef with you. Like, we stop talking. That means I'm stopped talking to her, pretty much every single girl. If this happened in a 200 people a year group, that will be
Yeah,
that won't be that big of an impact.
People.
Yeah, and
But
like
that's,
and
like,
like if you had
1%
like
a year.
a lot of beef with like one of the boys, there's like one boyfriend group.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you don't like any of them.
Yeah.
If I have beef with him, that means no friends. Period.
You can be friends with the girls. Yeah, I mean, in our year, we've literally only got 3 friend groups, like the Spanish girls, not Spanish girls, and boys.
Men.
Yeah, pretty much.
Debatable.
Depends on the time of the year.
But yeah, sometimes the boys like merge with the Spanish girls, so then we only have 2 friend groups. Oh, and Igor. He's kind of in his
Igor is his own friend group.
Shame he's not here today
He
with
better
us.
not, he better not be watching this back.
I doubt it.
Also, wasn't it like better when we were like all young? There were lots of us, and lots of people did lots of stupid stuff, and lots of people would get in trouble. Like
Oh, yeah, that
now,
was like fun.
Also,
Yeah.
yeah,
in the
that's
bigger
super funny.
classes-
Like we would like throw chairs and like
Yeah.
sing
Yeah,
songs.
but now it would be annoying. Like now I wouldn't
Yeah.
find it so
Well,
funny.
Easier to
But
I
it
get
was
know,
like
but
in
that,
another
that's what
class.
I'm saying. That it was cooler like back then.
Yeah.
We used to do all
Yeah.
this stupid stuff
Yeah,
and
like in
like
year
fight
5,
in the
no
playground.
responsibility.
Like now everybody's like all
Well, it's
calm
easier to
and,
get
like,
away with
nobody
stuff
gets
when there's
into
a
trouble.
big
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if someone doing some stupid thing in the back isn't really noticed if there's 20 people.
But in year 6, it wasn't a normal day if somebody from like the other class came into our class and sat in the corner. Like it was always like that. And like our class would go to their class, and it was all year 3 when we used to sing songs like guitar with Mr. Bar and Mrs. Bar, and dance like in those shoes. Oh my god.
Do you remember when David Becker cut his hair in the middle of class?
In year 9. And everybody thought it was me because I also had blonde hair. So Mr. McKean came in and like he looked at me straight away because like, Arena, why'd you cut your hair? And people like, I was so scared. I genuinely was like, it wasn't me. But then yeah, we found out it was David Becker.
And he left it on the seat of the teacher.
That was a day for $5. He did it, right?
Yeah.
But
my
he would
God.
do anything, like in the cafeteria, he would throw the, like we would tell him throw the bench for 20 cents, he would do it.
He was desperate for money.
Wait, do you remember when Enrique punched a locker so
Oh,
hard?
yes!
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was
dented-
in. Yeah,
It dented, and then the librarian was just behind him, just ready to
Yeah.
apprehend him.
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah, I got an after
There's
school
also
for that.
been lots of crazy stuff.
I think you have to pay for the locker I think.
Yeah, there's like a lot of crazy stuff when there's more people. I feel like now it's so chill, like nothing ever happens.
No.
Like I never hear about any beef or anything. Like maybe something outside of school, but then it's not really that. Like I don't care because I don't know who you've done stuff with, so it's like whatever.
Like in year 2, I like got in a fight with this guy who was like super aggressive guy, and like we got in a fight. We banged our heads. We were bleeding and everything, and we ended up in the same hospital and fighting again in the hospital. Like it was, that guy was crazy.
You got ops, bro.
Like
You got
well,
ops.
that guy would throw his shoes in the ceiling and everything. You remember? I don't even remember his name.
When
But-
did you leave school?
I don't know, like very young. Like I don't know, 3 or
I
4.
think kindergarten
Yeah.
like me. Wait, who was in kindergarten? Was here since like
I was in kindergarten.
you, Rani and Riha,
Yeah.
you, me,
No,
Ishan?
I came in reception like 1
Yeah.
year after.
Oh,
Like Lodovica, Olga.
as well, them as well. So lots of people still here from kindergarten.
14 or 15 years in the school. Eh?
That's crazy. How does it feel to leave if you've been here your whole life? You've
Right,
never
just
been-
want to leave. Like I'm done with this.
But isn't it sad?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's bittersweet.
it's like it's a part of your life now. This school.
And we always say that
Mhm.
we're gonna have withdrawal symptoms because we've been here for so many years that it's gonna be so weird to like be out of this bubble. I mean, it's exciting, but it's also gonna be different.
Yeah. So are you like kind of scared sometimes that maybe like you're not gonna make friends or something? Because like here you've always like known everyone.
And like
No.
we're not used to moving around or anything. Like we've
Yeah.
always been here.
No, not really. I was completely friendless from like year 5 to year 9, so completely fine by me.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do start on like a fresh slate,
Mm-hmm.
so you can make new first impressions and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and then no one will like remember you from when you were like in year 2 and like getting into fights.
Doing some stupid stuff.
It's the best memories.
But now you can like reinvent yourself. Like you're no longer the guy who pooped his pants in year 5. You're like just someone else, like some cool guy. Like no one's gonna remember anything. I mean, I think that's good because like when I came into the school, no one knew my bad like haircuts or like like my like bad errors. People only know what like I showed them.
Mysterious.
Okay, do you guys have any like Sunnyview hot takes? Something that like the school did while you were here that you're maybe like, okay, no, maybe that's not good. Any like hot takes? I mean, maybe not too controversial because this is going online and obviously they still want people to come to the school. It's not a bad school, this is a good school, but...
The CIA killed John F. Kennedy. That's my hot take.
What?
What a hot take.
Sunnyview?
I don't care about Sunnyview, bro. The CIA killed John F. Kennedy. You wanted a hot take? There you go.
Okay. Maybe more school-related ones. Okay, I'll just say my one. I feel like in this school, we're way too focused on grades. Like students and teachers, like everyone cares so much about grades. Like so much if you're like not good at something, then it feels like a crime to be like bad at something. Like people just force it way too much. Like you don't need to be spending 24 hours a day studying.
Yeah, but then people
like,
get good grades.
Yeah, people get good grades. I mean, okay, it pays off. Like I think it was something like 20% in the UK get like 9s, but 40% in Sunnyview, which is like really good.
Mm-hmm.
It does pay off, but then also like it's just too stressful for
I
people.
think Alison exaggerates a bit to sort of scare us into studying.
Like I know year 9s are pulling all-nighters. Like you're in year 9. It's crazy.
Remember the graphics? Staying up till like
Bro,
3 a.m. just to finish graphics
Graphics
homework.
was the worst subject. That's a hot take. But if you're in year 9, do not pick graphics, please. Like I went in
the
there.
amount of hours.
I just wanted to leave, but the teacher just convinced me not to. Worst decision of my entire life, bro. I was regretting that every single day I went to graphics.
Yeah.
A 10-hour exam divided into 5 parts of 2. Just after every single exam you did, bro, you didn't want to do anything.
Bro, you do hundreds of hours of work and then you get a 6. It's like, was it really worth it?
Bro, I got a 2. I got a 2.
Damn. No, but
then they remarked it and got a 3.
Yeah, there's the whole.
Like,
Yeah.
and I poured so many hours in it just for that.
Yeah, I got a 5, and then after the remark, I got a 6. But there was the whole scandal where everyone got like the same marks for AO 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a whole scandal in Pearson. And
But
the
like
schools,
everyone, like in the school,
like
or
for
everyone
example,
in like
there's like
the
4
world.
parts of graphics,
Yeah.
AO 1, 2, 3, and 4, 25% each. And for example, if I got 10 points in AO1, then I got 10 points in every single AO, which is very suspicious. It almost never happens. And it was the same for everyone. So they investigated, and then Pearson gave a free remark for everyone, and everyone's grade went up, pretty much.
From 2 to 3.
Exactly. That's a win. That's a win. I still failed, but
A win
it's
is a
graphics, so
win.
who cares?
Win is a win.
It's the only subject I ever failed. So
That's
Yeah.
the same with like art, because I feel like if you don't want to do it like for your life, like if you don't want to pursue a career in art, then like it's really useless. Like I did art GCSE and I like regretted it the same way. And I also got like a 5, I think, like just on the edge, because I did so much work for it. And I remember I like actually stayed up all night, again, also preparing these like final projects and all these things. And then I ended up getting like a bad grade, which for me was like devastating. I was like, I thought art was gonna be like my top grade, and I like worked so hard for it, but yeah. So if you genuinely don't love it, as like I thought I loved it, but then by the end I was just like, get me out of here. So yeah.
Arts took out like they started with 6 students and only 2 did the exam in the end. So that says enough.
Probably would have been the same for graphics if it wasn't for Mr. Ford. Convincing everyone.
He convinced me, bro.
Yeah.
He then gave me a 2 in year 10. Like, thank you.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah. Any other hot takes you have?
I mean, since you didn't like the CIA killed John F. Kennedy, I guess Mr. Yo killed John F. Kennedy. What? Okay, hear me out.
No.
I'm not hearing you
I think he's
out.
onto something. I think wait, just hear him out.
Let
Hear
him
him out.
cook. Let him cook.
Okay, hear me out. Yo has 3 letters, correct, in his name. Mm-hmm. How many times?
JFK.
Exactly. How many times? How many times was JFK shot? Twice.
Twice.
That's 1 less than 3. Close enough. All right.
Close enough.
Let's dig a little deeper.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
3.
How many
You put
letters
it
in
3
Mr.?
times.
2.
What is that? 3, 3, 3.
333.
3, 3 with the 2 shots. You add them together. That's 666. Case closed, fellas. Case closed.
What?
Let's dig a little deeper.
You should be a private investigator.
No.
You should.
Manuel, drop the
moving on.
aerospace. Go to criminal investigation.
Moving on from Mr. Yogyu JFK. How is everyone excited for uni?
Yes.
Wait, everyone here is going to uni, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
No,
everyone's
I'm doing
excited.
criminal investigation.
Okay. Okay, Manuel. So, is everyone excited for uni? Like,
I'm very excited for
Yeah.
uni.
yeah.
But I
same.
say that, but then I'm doing like law. And when I went to like visit the building, I like saw the students in the faculty and oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to like the massive books that they were like
Oh my
reading
God.
from. And I did like an entry thing and like it's like a taster of what you're gonna learn and I can just imagine it's not gonna be fun like the studies. But I think uni life will be fun.
Yeah. No, I'm like not even thinking about the studying. I'm just thinking about
Yeah,
like
like
the
the
parties,
parties.
the societies with the like fun stuff.
Yeah, I think just moving
Yeah.
away from like a place that, for example, I've lived here for 13 years, and like a lot of people have grown up here, and I'm just excited to move to a new place and experience like a different culture. So yeah, that's just exciting.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I'm going to the Netherlands probably. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole freedom aspect also.
Oh yeah,
You're just
yeah.
completely
Moving away
alone.
from your parents.
Yeah.
But then also like,
And also, it's kind of scary though.
yeah, because like who's gonna cook you food, do your laundry?
True.
Because that's what mums are for.
I think I'm the most excited to go to university because there's like thousands of people there, whereas in Sunnyview we're like barely any people. And as you said before, it's nice that you have a small group because then you get close to people you never thought you would get close to. But I think there being like thousands of people in university, like you're in a new city, you meet so many new people that you can meet people that are exactly like you. So you don't like, for example, here, if you're a very individual person and you meet people that are similar to you, but they're not the same, so you have to like compromise some of your values to be friends with them. Whereas I feel in university, especially like doing a course you really like enjoy, you can find people that share the same values as you and will like progress with you through university. And I think it's very valuable. And the thing you said about independence, I think it's really good that we develop independence because we're all adults now. We're 18, 17. We should be developing the skill of independence going forward in life. And I think everyone this summer should practice their cooking and their laundry.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. Sorry, I agree with you about like the people because I like some people here who I never thought that I would be friends with. Like I never would have approached them in like another situation where there's maybe thousands of people. But I'm actually really glad I did because I've made some like good friends here, and like I've met a lot of like different like interesting people that I don't think I would have spoken to like in a different scenario. I think it's very like interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But like definitely excited for like a lot of people, and then yeah, like finding people that are like specifically into your like nichest interests.
Yeah.
I also think that like being in this bubble, like we're only 29 people in year 13, it kind of like limits to how much you can grow. And I think going to like a completely different country and you're gonna be surrounded by so many people from all over the world, then you'll grow as a person yourself, and I think that's important. And also learning how to cook and clean and all that. How are you gonna be independent if you don't do that? So.
Yeah, it comes at a cost. You know, you get to like do whatever you want, but then you also have to clean and cook food.
Isn't like that like the whole point of growing up? Like when you were small, you had no freedom, but you had no responsibilities. Now you have all the freedom and all the responsibilities.
But then in uni, you do it on like the bare minimum because it's like the uni lifestyle where you're like broke and
having
in
to
like
buy off-brand food.
Yeah, and in like a nasty like tiny like space. So you go from like your house or wherever at home to like one room with like a kitchen and then like a.
Wait, some people are gonna have to share rooms with like other 4. Like, are you guys excited for that?
I'm not sharing.
I'm not sharing a room. Wait, is anyone here sharing a room, or do you know?
I'll probably share a room.
You are?
I'm cooked, yeah.
I think I would just get lonely if I lived alone, to be honest.
Yeah.
What if your like roommate's a weirdo?
It's a risk and reward. You have to
Reward.
to risk a bit to
Like,
I mean, I'm sure I could get along with almost anyone.
Sorry. About the weird thing, I think that if your roommates and everything are weird, it's kind of good because it will teach you how to like treat weird people. Because if you're gonna like, if you want to progress in like your work or in your life, you're gonna have to deal with weird people, and it's easier. It's like better if you deal with weird people sooner rather than later. You know, because if you live with a bunch of perfect people, make a bunch of perfect friends, you're gonna go to your first like workplace. And the first guy you meet is gonna be weird, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, nothing prepared me for this.
Like
what do
my
I
roommate.
do?" Exactly. Okay, but sorry for interrupting you, Eddie. Carry on.
No, it's fine.
Also, like, wait, what was I going to say? Something about weird people. Oh, no. It's okay if they're weird as long as they, like, you know, help out around, like the flat or the house or whatever. But if they're weird, or if they're normal, but they just don't, like, do any cleaning or just, like, leave their dirty dishes and their dirty clothes everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I really hope I don't meet anyone like that.
They're dirty.
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared about, like having to clean for other people. And like, because I thought, you know, it's all about independence going to uni. And then you're just going to have to care for other people. It's like, that's not what I paid for. That wasn't in the price of the house.
You can always deal with that, though.
I mean, yeah, but like, I'm just scared if I have to share a bathroom with someone. And I've heard multiple horror stories about that. So I'm not going to get into it, but it's terrible, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard the horror stories. I'm, like, praying I get someone good. Because I don't mind doing, like, cleaning and stuff as long as it's for myself. But, like, I am not doing anything for, like, some random person.
Yeah, and like also I think most of us here, like if not all of us, are used to living in like a clean house and like our parents like cleaning or like us helping our parents and like the kitchen always being clean and like, but yeah, that's also what I'm scared about mostly because I'm a very clean person, I feel like, and although sometimes my room may be messy and whatever, but I always end up coming back and like cleaning it and having everything like perfect. And like if someone doesn't respect that, then it will be very difficult for me to live in the same like space with them.
Or someone stealing your food.
I was grabbing the mic to say that because I love food. Okay, and
Who doesn't, bro? Who doesn't?
and my biggest fear is having to buy a million labels with the word Harry on it just to label all of my food so it doesn't get stolen. Like I'm fine if I need to pick up something for someone else, but if someone steals my food, especially like if I live with a bunch of like men, because men like me, Prem, like we eat so much food that I feel if they run out, they're just gonna be like, too lazy. I'm gonna grab this guy's food, you know. That's like my biggest fear of sharing a space, just taking my food, and I feel bad for my family because I take their food, but.
Bro, we're gonna have to hide it underneath the bed, eh?
I'm gonna have to buy my own mini fridge for my room.
Yeah, I was thinking of that as I'm buying a mini fridge because like I'm so paranoid. I mean, it doesn't matter if someone like texts you, "Oh, can I borrow a bit of milk?" That's fine. But if I like go into the fridge to like make some cereal and my milk bottle is empty because someone just drank all of it, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just like actually gonna crash out.
But it's all gonna be like funny stuff in the end. You don't want to like live lonely. Like you're gonna move away from your parents and everything. You don't want to go into an empty apartment, even if you like fight with somebody. But in the end, it's better than living alone. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
And you
how
meet
many
people and you learn to deal with people because I don't think we know how to deal with like unreasonable people yet.
Yeah, like we know kind of like in school, but not like 24/7.
Yeah.
How bad can someone be?
That's true.
Eddie, you're not living with
Don't
the
jinx
Netherlands.
yourself,
my
Eddie.
sister.
You're gonna get now a really bad roommate because you just said how bad
Yeah,
can
he
it
steals
be.
all your food, never cleans anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
You're
you can
a
just
cook,
change.
bro.
brings people around all the time.
Yeah, that would.
Do you think any of you guys are gonna come back to Spain to like live here?
Definitely. Like, why not?
Why?
Maybe, like-
Well, why? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Maybe like Madrid, but like Malaga, no, because I feel like I'm so tired of like the small town life. I'm just like so excited to go to a big city and actually like pursue that city life. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh no, I prefer like a small town, you know, everybody. But no, I'm just excited to like meet so many new people and like in so many different like places. So yeah.
Yeah. What country do you think you want to live in?
I don't know. I'm like still like
Like stay
deciding.
in the Netherlands or like go somewhere?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I'll stay in the Netherlands just because it's just still a bit too small. Like either Madrid or like I do want to do my masters in London probably, like try and work up to that. So yeah, like a big city.
I think all of us are going to agree on this, that the main thing that we're going to miss about like here in Spain specifically is the sun. And
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever live here again, but I'm definitely going to, after university, because I'm moving to like England. After university, I want to move to somewhere sunny because I just love the sun.
Before we go off topic, Eddie, we're not sharing a house.
What makes
I
you think I wanted to?
I went on record. We're not gonna be roommates. I don't want to deal with you.
Me neither, Prem.
If he tries to like move in with you now, you can show him the YouTube
Are you going to
video.
the same uni?
What?
You can show him the YouTube video and be like, no, you
Depends
said.
on
Yeah,
the results.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
This is proof that if you want to move in with me, you already agreed not to.
And I never agreed.
You're just gonna be on the first day of uni. You're just gonna see this man with 2 giant bags saying,
He's like,
"Hey
"Hey,
yo,
yo."
Begging for me to take
Where's
him
our
in.
room?
2 years of having the identical subjects has been enough.
Yeah. It has.
We need some
We
part-time.
dropped at the same time as well, our other subjects.
Yeah, as well.
I don't know. Back to the
Yeah,
country
back to
thing. I don't know if because my parents are never gonna leave. Like they don't want to leave, and my grandparents live here, and my like aunties and cousins. So I think they'll all stay here. But I don't know. Like in the Netherlands, when I move in August, that's like already my 5th country I've lived in, and I'm like only 18. So I think I'll just carry on moving around.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I think I'm just gonna go like live in England because I just really like living in England.
I know
just
I'm
really
never
like
going
living
back to England.
But like, it's
ever.
good that my parents are gonna like stay here for the rest of their lives probably. So I'll always have like a cheap holiday, so I can come back to the sun if I need a break from the weather. But like, I think I don't know, just living in England is just like the best for me. Right, so wait,
Hot
why did you
take.
say that you wanna? Why did you say that you wanna like stay in Spain?
All right.
Wait, like here specifically or like?
Yeah, here specifically because number one, all of my family is here. Like every single person, and I got an entire community here that can support me if anything goes wrong. Number two, there's also lots of aerospace jobs. Like the tail fins of the Airbus are made in Seville. There's like a brand new like SpaceX kind of thing in Huelva. So there's lots of space here. The weather is great. Things are cheap. I can pay by cash. One of the things I'm gonna hate when I go to England is I have to pay pretty much everything by card.
That depends where you are.
When I was in London with you,
Yeah, well,
pretty
London's
much nothing.
London's a bit different to other places.
What's the good thing about cash?
Cash is king, fair and square.
Why do you need cash so much? Just pay by card.
Where's the
I
source
ain't
of that
paying by
cash?
card. All right? I'm sorry.
Why do you have so much cash,
I'm
Manuel?
sorry. This is gonna be the greatest hot take you're gonna hear in the world. But
Manuel
when you pay
killed
by card,
JFK.
you do beep.
That's
30
not a hot
bucks
take.
gone. But when you pay by cash, you see that money physically going out. It hurts to pay by cash. It does not hurt to pay,
That is true.
by
That's
card.
true. But so do you just only have cash?
I only have cash. I don't have a card.
Very suspicious, man.
Where are
I
you
was-
getting all your
That's all I'm
cash?
From my dad, I just asked him for like 50 bucks and he gives it to me.
Okay.
Okay, Manuel. And anyone else about like living in Spain? No? Okay.
I'm
I hate
staying
every
away.
single one of you, by the way. Right
I'll definitely come back and join you.
Thank you, bro.
Is anyone gonna come back and visit Sunnyview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to come on. I
definitely.
want to come on a
would.
podcast next year.
Yeah. With like 'cause next year it's Hortense and Peter are gonna be hosting.
Ooh.
So
Oh.
you gotta get.
Yeah. Oh, we can. We don't need them. We don't
Yeah.
need them. We can just be us.
We start our own podcast.
When we all come back for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We.
Welcome back again to the podcast. We cut out because of the blackout. And in the blackout, we lost Harry, but we gained Selena and Tatiana. So a win is a win. So we left off talking about memories. Does anyone have any more memories that they want to share about your time in Sunnyview?
Let's talk about the scandal in year 10 now.
Yeah. What happened in year 10?
Yeah, Ashaya, you're a protagonist.
In year 10, in May or something, everyone took photos of the June exams because we had like German class in that room, and in that room there's like a little cupboard where they kept all the exams. And when each person was like doing their oral, we had to do it outside. So the rest of the class would go in, open any paper and take photos of it. So I think they got like ICT, chemistry, English, the English questions.
I think they got all of them. Math.
Yeah.
Math, definitely.
Maths definitely. And then it didn't even pay off. But yeah, everyone got like basically all the exams, and we took photos, and then they started interrogating us one by one as if we committed murder. And yeah, do you want to say anything?
When they had like kingpins for the exam distribution. Like Alex was like the leader of the Discord that was passing papers.
Discord.
Eddie, do you remember? I don't know if you were sitting with us like in year 10 or something when Samu broke Villalba's T-shirt in lunch.
Yeah.
It's because what happened? We got Samu's packed lunch. We were all
Started-
sitting together. Then we started passing the packed lunch around,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Samu had no idea who had it. And then he just took it out with Villalba, like ripped his shirt apart. and then like Mr. Roland was trying to figure out who was it for like a month. Remember,
Yeah.
one by one, he was coming like, so you had it at one point? No, I was like, yes. And like, so who gave it to you? It's like, who gave it to you? Okay, so like this person gave it to me. Then he would call that person and like try. And then
Circles.
but we did it, so it was a circle. And I had no idea.
Yeah.
But in the end, one time we got like called all together, and then like I think it was, who was it? Ishan took the fall because he was the one who did it, I think. But it was amazing, and some got so mad.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, for me, best memory has got to be the London trip. Like, London trip was so fun. Like, do you remember? Like I'm just saying, do you remember? It was literally like 2 weeks ago. But it was so good. Like the whole days, like we did so much stuff. My feet hurt so much. I did
me
25k steps every day.
And we dyed your hair.
Oh yeah, and we dyed my hair. That was really funny. It's kind of coming out now because I went to the beach, but it was so good. And then like in the room, like everyone in the room, like staying up really late, like
Everyone just
exhausted.
came to our room.
It was so funny.
And the prank calls.
Oh my god. Yeah, when Fernando did like a perfect Chinese accent. Oh my god. Do you have any memories you want to share?
Of the school trip.
Just
In general.
All right, should I tell you about the time I got a girlfriend when I was 3 years old?
Please do.
All right, it was 3. I was in kindergarten in this school, like right over there in that building. I just learned the word girlfriend. I did not know the word girlfriend before. I just thought it was a type of relationship. So I just walked up to a random girl. I have never spoken to her before. And I just tapped her on the shoulder and said, okay, I'm your boyfriend, all right? Good. And then later that day, my mom explained me what a boyfriend actually is, and I completely avoided her after that.
So you didn't even break up with her?
So you're still
No, I
together with
just-
her
Avoided
today?
her?
Technically.
Do you even remember her name?
I don't even remember her name. I don't remember anything.
Do you think she remembers you? And she still thinks that you're together?
Maybe.
What about you, Eddie?
Manu the player.
I'm a player.
Manu the player.
He just ghosted her after one day.
That's how in abundance it is for Manu.
You have to have an abundance mentality.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
What about you, Eddie? Do you have any good memories? Or anyone in the
I
back?
remember the trips. There was one to Cazorla. We were like in wood cabins.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you remember my fight with Antonio outside the cabin?
Nah.
So many fights.
Why are you fighting everyone?
It's because those are like the highlights.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so
I
funny.
remember the fight between Otero and Antonio.
Antonio, yeah, in lengua.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
When Antonio was annoying Otero, he just like punched him in the face, I think, right? And Antonio just fell to the floor.
Yeah, pretty much, I think. But he didn't even defend himself or anything.
Nah.
You know, what happened with me is that I was like in the shower in the cabin, and then like Antonio convinced everybody to leave the cabin, and he shut the cabin. So I couldn't, like, when I went out of the shower, I put my clothes on and everything, and I couldn't go out.
Mhm.
And then they were all in the pool. And then when they, like, I was like waiting for not even 5 minutes, and then they all came, but Antonio was not there, and they told me what happened, and Antonio made them go out. And then Antonio came. I was like, "Did you do this, that?" And he said, "Yeah." I don't even know how. In the stairs of the cabin, we started punching each other. Bro, you know that later, like 20 minutes later, I saw him because his cabin was next to mine. He was like in the porch of the cabin, like video calling his mom, crying. I swear.
Yeah.
Did you manage to get any sleep with that group?
Oh, but those nights were amazing, and the monitor would always be coming to our cabin, like telling us to shut up. We would go to other people's cabins, and oh, that was amazing.
In my cabin, there was a guy with an app of realistic gun sounds. So you would just be trying to sleep, like 30 minutes of just pure silence. You're about to go to sleep, and then you hear him, "Guys, it was fun."
Thanks for the
And
sound effects.
everyone would just wake up.
Or the constant John Cena intro.
As well, bro. We were not sleeping to that week, bro. No way.
What year was that?
Year 9.
Year 7, I think.
Well,
Year
Cazorla.
7.
I think it was that.
Cazorla
early.
was year 7.
It was
Oh
year
yeah, my
7,
brother's going this year.
Year 9 was COVID.
Oh no, he's got a lot of
Oh yeah,
stuff
year
for
9
him.
was
He
COVID.
does.
Then year 10 was Madrid. Then
Yeah.
year 11.
We didn't have one.
Nothing.
No, we
Then year 12.
Oh,
we went
yeah,
we went to
Amazonia.
Amazonia and rained for half a day.
Yeah. I went and I was scared of heights. I don't even know what I was doing
Then
there.
year 12.
I was the only one on the kiddie ropes.
Year 12, no one signed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And then year
London.
13 London.
London, yeah.
But most people here
Wow.
didn't go, I think.
Yeah. This is like a COVID memory, but I came in like in year 9, so literally just after COVID happened, and we were all wearing masks. So when I came in, I learned people's faces by their eyes, and then the second people took their masks off, I was like, who are you? Wait, who are you? I was so confused. It was just like as if I was coming into school like all over again. I was like, it was like the worst. But at the same time, like, okay, now I remember, I'm like, it was actually really funny because I didn't know how other people looked.
Or when they give after schools for drinking out of the water fountain.
Did they?
Yeah. People got after schools. Prem got one.
Yeah, I did get one. My stomach.
Couldn't they have
Yeah.
just closed the water fountains or something?
I don't know.
I think they enjoy giving after schools.
To a point.
Give it like candy, honestly.
You were supposed to like get your bottle and fill it in the fountain, but if you drink directly from the fountain, it's like a hygiene hazard. No?
Just straight after school.
Yeah.
Some of the things that made us do in COVID was a little bit insane. Like, do you remember like there were like the museum tape things in some places where like you could only go one way and the other,
Oh my god, I had that in
and
my
like
old
the entrance
school.
and exit.
Oh yeah.
Except there was like
The one-way
2,000
system.
people, so it didn't really work
Where they
very
had the
well.
glass barriers in the cafeteria.
Oh, the glass.
God.
Yeah.
And people would break them after, like they would all end up broken.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
our last day, me and Richard, we completely annihilated that thing. Broke it.
Oh my god.
When talking about like detentions and stuff, I don't know if you guys remember when we had like Mr. Zaps, and if we did anything wrong, he would like put us in the corner. Or I don't know if that was just me and Rehai. I would be in the corner every single Mr. Zaps lesson. I just felt like a kid again.
Well, like, would you have to like face the corner and everything?
Yeah, face the corner and everything.
Did you have to wear like a cap that says like idiot on it or something?
Mr. Zaps was the goat.
You never know
What was
what's
your
going
favorite
on.
teacher? All right. Hot take. Who's your favorite? What's your favorite teacher? Let's start with you.
Miss Dennis, year 4, 100%.
Miss Dennis,
Yeah,
year 4.
Yeah. Sweetest woman you ever meet.
Mine was probably Miss Shadatpuri in year 2, but if I had to choose now, it's Mr. El Chambre for chemistry.
But we should talk about Miss Garcia.
Miss Garcia was iconic. No, my favorite teacher. I mean, I haven't been here for long, but probably Miss Martina for the past 2 years, my psychology teacher.
I'd probably say the same, like Miss Martina, so psychology.
Yeah, I've been here since year 7, but like I haven't had as much of a good teacher as Miss Martinez right now. So yeah.
Miss Martin is winning.
I don't remember much of my teachers, but I'll say Miss Barr, maybe.
I think Miss Del Chambre is the best chemistry teacher. Actually, helps with exams.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't been here that long. But I quite liked Miss McDonald. I like Miss Davy. I don't know. I'm not really like this is my favorite teacher, but I just like all the teachers. I think they're fine.
Yeah, I haven't been here for long either, but I'd say Miss McDonald's up there.
None of you has said Mr. Zaps. I hate every single one of you.
I don't know.
He was the
I don't know who
ghost.
that is.
I am sorry, but you just came in, completely white hair, an enormous beard. You just starts explaining chemistry.
Yeah, but you just be confused the whole class.
Exactly.
Like
Skill issue, bro.
You're the only one who's
Skill
not.
issue.
the average,
you
the
were the one that was
average grade,
confused.
the average grade was a 6.
Okay, it's your problem.
Like it was
not
way
mine.
below all the other grades.
So I was gonna say, do we have any advice for future students, for maybe future year 13 students, or even like people starting school now? Any advice?
Don't do graphics.
Don't do graphics. Don't do graphics. Don't do graphics, bro. Don't do graphics.
Don't do graphics.
I think maybe don't stress, like, you kind of have to maintain, like, middle level of stress. Like, don't get too stressed out in like the wrong moments, because I feel like now people, like kids, get stressed out at the start of the year and then they like burn out by the end. When at the start of the year you're just starting to learn the content, you're just starting to like, you're gonna get that at the end. For example, like if you don't get a question on a past paper at the start of the year, people just go crazy. But then at the end of the year, at the end of the day, like you'll work for it. And
I feel like
it's fine.
people are more stressed at the beginning of the year than the end. Like right now I'm like more chill than I was at like the beginning.
Yeah. I think like have fun. Like, okay. And I'm not saying that in like a cringe way, but like in a way, like you don't have to work like super, super hard on every single lesson. Like sometimes if it's just like a random lesson, you know, in the middle of the year, it's okay if you don't like super lock in. Like, okay, make sure you lock in at the end of the year for your exams and make sure you're not like disrupting others. But you know, like you don't have to work in all your studies. Like, you know, just have fun.
And like we're actually lucky because in England they do all like the whole year 12 and 13 in 1 year.
Yeah.
So like this year is like literally half as easy as anyone else doing the A levels. Like it's like if you're like not feeling stressed, then it's like you're doing like half the stuff that most people are doing that are like also doing A levels.
Yeah, I think it's so much better like this.
I know,
I
I
don't think
agree.
I'd be able to do all my exams now.
Me neither. Because like my friends, like their exams are like also like a 5-week long exam because they have to do like everything. Like they start like next week and some of them end in like middle of June.
Oh my god.
And so
and like make sure to like kind of work-life balance, but like you know, just like kind of maintain your friendships and like go out and like have fun. And you don't have to like you don't have to stay all the time studying, and just like you have to lock in, of course. It's like A levels, of course, but
especially at the beginning of year 12.
Yeah, like you don't have to
everyone
be like
in year 12 was doing badly, then the mocks just scared everyone, and then they locked in for the final test. But you're an exception, man.
I'm always the exception.
And don't focus too much on your mock grades. Like if they're bad, you know, you can just improve them. It's like it's fine. It's just mocks.
And like for me personally, whenever I was like a year below, I always found like the next year like super daunting. But it's never as bad as it seems. Like other people have already gone through it and got through it, and like each year is fun. You could still have fun each year. Like school's never gonna be like too much, as long as like other people are going like through the same thing as you. You will always have people to like help you. So
yeah. Anyone else has any? Oh,
I think, like, right before year 12 started, I saw so many videos, like, about tips for, like, A-level, like, sixth form, and it was, like, terrible. They were, like, it was, like, a military camp or something, like, make sure you're organized, don't get into relationships, be with only the friends you want to be with, and it's, like, it's so strict, and I was like, oh, my God, this is, like, is this really how it's going to be? And it's nothing like it. It's like so easy. I mean, it's simple. It's more simple than what they described on the internet. So
definitely.
I don't know. I personally felt more stressed at GCSE than I do at A level. I don't know.
Because at GCSE, I don't know how I did so many subjects.
I don't know how I lived with no free periods.
And I like 2 exams a day. So it's like crazy.
The free periods especially.
Yeah. Like
Then
now,
after
even
7
like
hours.
at home, I can't do like 7 hours or like anything. Like I don't know how I did it for like my whole life.
Yeah. Or like before it would be like, okay, you have to study like maths, biology, physics on the same day, but now I'm just like, oh, it's like, now I can just study psychology today, maths the next day. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone would finish their units, every subject at around the same time. So you'd have like 7 exams over the course of 2 weeks.
Yeah. I think if we have anyone any more final words? No? Okay. Well, thank you everyone for listening. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. It ended up being a bit longer than normal, I think, because of the blackout. I hope you enjoyed, and this is our final goodbye from year 13.
Bye.